Lewis, yes.
Raise your right hand, sir. State your name.
James Lewis.
You solemnly swear affirm testimony you're about to give be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, sir?
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
You are James Lewis, is that correct?
Yes.
And Mr. Lewis, where are you employed?
With the Department of Children's Services.
All right. What is your current assignment there?
Currently, I'm a supervisor for the department in the Division of Child Protective Services.
Okay. How long have you been employed by, we call it DCS for short?
Yeah.
All right. How long have you been employed there?
I've been with DCS for 6.5 years now.
All right. Back in February, specifically February 18th of 2020, what was your assignment with the department at that time?
Yeah, so my role with the department during that time was an investigator to investigate reports that we received in Child Protective Services.
Okay. So in other words, well, maybe explain for the jury how that process works as far as you're referring to allegations of child abuse.
Yes,
Is that
correct.
right? Okay, so if you
Yes.
would kind of educate the jury a little bit about how that process works.
So the department receives referrals of reports of abuse or neglect. We receive a report from our Nashville office that receives the intake, then it gets sent over to the worker. And then from there, we review the report, the allegations that came into the report, and then we start following our policy and procedures that can be found, outlined in 14.6 of our policy and procedures, and start investigating, doing internet checks and background searches, and really just start notifying important personnel that need to be involved in the case. For example, like our Child Protective Investigation Team in Sullivan County.
All right. Back on February 18th, 2020, did you get a referral that was made on a 15-month-old child by the name of Evelyn Boswell?
Yes,
All right. And was that particular referral assigned to you?
it was.
Okay. Purposes only of explaining why you did what you did, what was the nature of the abuse allegation?
The allegations in the report.
Yes. All right. If you would,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Okay. The allegations that came into the report that day state a lack of supervision and physical abuse.
All right. In regards to Evelyn Boswell. Is that
Evelyn
correct?
Boswell, yes.
Okay. So after you get the referral, what's the first step you take after that?
Typically, the first step when we receive these reports is we would reach out to the person that made the report, and then we would see if there was any additional information that needed to be added or to clarify the report in general. And then from there, my next step was to reach out to any collateral contacts and notify our Child Protective Investigation Team partners.
Okay. You used a term or a phrase, collateral contacts. For those of us who don't know, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so a collateral contact would be someone that lives outside the home, anybody that would have information to the report. That's what we refer to whenever I say collateral contact.
Okay. You've identified, and we've talked about the fact that this referral involved Evelyn Boswell. Were you able to identify who the parents of the child were?
I was able to understand that, come to learn that the parents of Evelyn Boswell was only, to my knowledge, at that point in time, it was Megan Boswell, the mother,
Okay.
was the parent.
All right. And did you attempt to locate where Megan Boswell was at that time?
Yes.
Okay. As part of your file there at DCS, do you all obtain birth certificates or other documents that would, I guess, identify who the parents of the child were?
Yes,
And did you, in this case, obtain a copy of Evelyn's birth certificate
I did.
as part of your case file?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis, I'm going to hand you a document and ask you if you can identify it. What is it, sir?
So this is the certificate of live birth for Evelyn May Boswell, child.
Okay. And is that the birth certificate that you obtained of Evelyn for this
Yes.
particular case?
It is.
All right. Judge, we would move to make that exhibit. I believe it's 57.
No objection. Be 57.
All right. Mr. Lewis, you indicated that you were able to learn where Megan Boswell was that particular time. Did you then, what was the next step in your investigation?
Once I received information from Detective Tracy Jerez, who I was working the case with, that she had sent patrol officers out to the home that Megan Boswell was living at to see if Megan was there, and that she had received information that Megan had just arrived at the home. And then from that point in time, Detective Tracy Jerez and myself decided to go to the home to speak with Megan Boswell.
Okay. And where was this home?
The address is 217 Sandy Point Drive, or Sandy Point Street, Blunttville, Tennessee.
Okay. And just generally, where is that located?
It's in Blunttville. It wasn't
Okay.
far from my office. I couldn't give you.
Okay. It's here in Sullivan County?
Yes, in Sullivan
All right.
County.
All right. Did it take you all long to get there?
No, it did not take us that long.
Okay. What did you find when you arrived there at that address?
So when we pulled into the address, we saw the patrol officers with Megan Boswell in the garage of the home.
All right. What kind of, just generally describe what kind of home this is for the jury.
The home is it's a two-story house. It had a basement, larger, more of a typical subdivision type home. From the outside, the appearance, it was very well kept. It was a typical home that you would find in maybe one of your more newer built subdivisions, is the way I would describe it.
All right. So you arrive, Miss Boswell is there at the residence, is that correct?
Yes.
Anybody else there present with her?
Outside of myself, Detective Tracy Jerez, and the patrol officers, no.
Okay. Was Evelyn there with her?
No.
Okay. What did you do next as far as your investigation was concerned?
My next steps was to notify Megan Boswell of the report that the Department of Children's Services received, the allegations in the report, and to conduct some inquiry as to where Evelyn was, and to ask questions concerning Evelyn, to check on her well-being and her safety. So I initiated the conversation to learn where Evelyn was and to see if we could observe Evelyn to ensure that she was safe and that she was okay.
Okay. Specifically, did you ask Miss Boswell where Evelyn was at that particular time?
I did.
Okay. And what was her response?
Megan informed myself and Detective Tracy Jerez that Evelyn was with Ethan Perry.
Okay. Did you know who Ethan Perry was at that time?
At that time, it come to my knowledge that he was the alleged father of Evelyn Boswell.
Did Miss Boswell tell you that?
Yes. She did tell me that Evelyn was with her dad.
Okay. Did Megan give you any sort of contact information for how you could get in touch with Ethan?
She did not.
Okay. What was her demeanor while you were talking to her about her daughter?
The way I would describe Megan's demeanor, it wasn't much affect. When I say that, I would say there wasn't much emotion as concern. I didn't notice any concern when speaking with Megan. She just stuck at that point in time to telling us that Evelyn was with Ethan, and then from there I asked her to show me, of course, evidence that a child had been with her.
Okay. All right. So did you go inside the house with her? How did you do that?
She invited me into the home and walked me through the home. Nothing at that point in time appeared to be observable to be outside of a typical home. I didn't see any safety concerns as far as what we may consider a safety concern for a child at that age. She walked me. I asked to see a crib or a pack and play. She said that those items were elsewhere, that she didn't have any of those items. She proceeded to lead me to the bedroom where she could show me some items of Evelyn's. And so I followed her to the bedroom.
Okay. All right. And did you observe any items?
I asked her what items she did have. She proceeded to tell me that she had an outfit and what she called a memory box.
Okay. You said an outfit. Was that one singular outfit?
I observed one outfit, yes.
Okay. Do you see any other baby items, diapers,
No.
anything like that?
After she showed me the memory box and opened it to observe some of the items in it, and the outfit that was still on the hanger, it was new and it hadn't been worn, and she took me downstairs to show me a sippy cup.
Okay. And did you take a photograph or a picture of these items that she showed you?
I did.
All right. Mr. Lewis, I'm going to hand you 4 photographs and ask you if you can identify what's shown in those photos. Do you recognize those?
Yes.
What are they photos of?
This first photo is the photograph of what she described as the sippy cup.
Okay.
You,
That's fine. Go to the next one.
and then the next photo I'm looking at is the bedroom that she reported to be staying in with Preston Wood.
Okay. All right. The next one.
The next photo is the photo of the what she described as the memory box.
Okay. Okay. Is there one more?
And the next photo is the outfit that she showed to me
All right.
on the hanger.
And do you recognize those as being the photos that you took that day while you were in the residence?
Yes,
And are they true and accurate photos of what you saw?
yes.
Judge, we've moved to make those exhibits 58 through 61.
No objection. We did full exhibits, 58 through 61.
Judge, I'm going to ask to publish those if I could. Mr. Lewis, we're showing what's Exhibit 58. What is that photo of?
This is a photo of the cup that Megan Boswell informed me that Evelyn Boswell would drink from.
Is that the only kind of dish or spoon or item of silverware that she showed you?
Yes.
That belonged to Evelyn? Now looking at Exhibit 59, what's that a photograph of?
That's a photograph of Megan Boswell standing in the room where she reported to be living with Preston Wood.
Okay. Did you observe any items, any baby items, toys, clothing, anything else in that room?
No.
Now looking at Exhibit 60, what is that?
That is the box that Megan Boswell has showed to me that she described as the memory box with items of a rattler, handprint, and footprints of Evelyn.
Okay. Did you take any of these items at this time, or did you just take photographs of it?
I just took photographs.
And now showing you Exhibit 61.
This is a photograph of the outfit that Megan showed me was Evelyn's, but it was still on the hangers and had tags on it. It was new.
Okay. You tailed off a little bit there. Did you say it still had tags on it?
Yes.
Okay. Any other items of children's clothing that she was able to show you?
No.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed your lunch is here, so we're gonna stop. We'll be back at 1:15. Mr. Lewis, I'm gonna instruct you not to discuss your testimony with any other witness, or allow any witness to discuss their testimony with you, and not watch any of the live stream of the trial. Can you let that now? And come back at 1:15.
Yes, sir.
So one stand, please.